pattern of how he treated women in the church. It was he wanted women to be seen, not heard. You had to fall in line. If you didn't, there was going to be consequences. There was going to be consequences.
This is Allicia Young. You may recognize her. This is the brave woman that spoke out and started the petition for Mica's law. I heard this interview, and the first thing that I thought was, what kind of consequences? Thankfully, Allicia Young is an advocate for strong women, so she has elaborated in other interviews. Listen to how she describes the consequences that she speaks of.
But other people that have left the church have said that John Paul harassed them and stalked them a little bit after they left the church for another church in Myrtle Beach. And when they left Solid Rock, she had stated not only did he harass them, but he would also go into her place of employment to harass her. She wasn't the only person that he would throw under the bus from the pulpit. If he had any information about you, any personal information about you, he would use it, because he did it to me once. There was a Sunday that it was really before service started, and he was speaking, and he's like, I know who's, drinking too much, or, who's doing this and this. And he brought up something, because the night before, I had a conversation with Mica. I went to their house because I just needed to talk to somebody other than my husband. And so I felt I could go to her and talk with her. I mean, we were friends and everything, and I thought she could have, some insight. And so when I got to the house, he even went to the bedroom so she and I could have the living room to talk privately. No, it wasn't very private, because literally the next morning, that Sunday morning, he used some of my information that I told her in his sermon.
Wow.
Some of the so-called elders in the church that gave a ton of money, but even though they were giving, they were also helping him to cover up things in the church as well.
So there you have it. Allicia states that some of the consequences was getting harassed, getting stalked, getting embarrassed in front of the congregation on Sundays. So we just want to salute Allicia and standing up for Mica and Mica's law.
Not my cup of tea.